of gladiators, emperors, and political intrigue. But behind the togas and triumphs lies a complex and, at times, shocking story of sexuality. Forget what you think you know about morality and desire, because in ancient Rome, power, status, and reputation were the real bedfellows. Unlike modern society, which often fixates on sexual orientation as a defining factor, the Romans were more concerned with who was on top, literally. Dominance, not preference, was the name of the game. This difference in perspective can be jarring for us to understand, but it's key to unlocking the truth about Roman sexuality. Imagine a society where your place in the social pecking order dictated your sexual freedom, where slaves had no agency, citizens had clear expectations, and the elite indulged in behaviors that would make even the most liberal among us blush. This was the reality of ancient Rome, a world where sex was a tool for power, pleasure, and sometimes even political maneuvering. So buckle up as we delve into the steamy, scandalous world of Roman sexuality. In the Roman world, your place on the social ladder determined your experience with sexuality. At the very bottom were slaves who possessed no bodily autonomy. They were seen as objects for their master's pleasure, regardless of gender or consent. It was a brutal reality that highlights the stark power imbalances of the time. Move up the social ranks and you'd find Roman citizens held to strict societal expectations. Marriage and procreation were highly valued, seen as essential to maintaining order and continuing family lines. Men were expected to be assertive and virile, while women were to be modest and subservient. However, it's crucial to remember that these expectations applied mainly to the elite, as the lives of ordinary people often differed. For the Roman elite, the rules were flexible. While maintaining a public facade of respectability was crucial, behind closed doors, things could get a little wild. Powerful men, and sometimes women, indulged in a variety of sexual practices, often with little regard for societal norms. Think lavish banquets with courtesans, same-sex relationships, and even the occasional scandalous affair. These behaviours, while shocking to modern sensibilities, were often seen as perks of power in ancient Rome. Marriage in ancient Rome was less about romantic love and more about practicality. It was a strategic alliance to secure wealth, property, and social standing. For the elite, marriages were often arranged to ensure the most advantageous match. Family played a central role in Roman society. Having children, particularly sons, was highly valued. Women were expected to manage the household and raise children. The lives of Roman women varied greatly depending on their social standing. Marriage was a cornerstone of Roman society, but extramarital affairs were common. Infidelity, especially among men, was surprisingly common. There was a double standard. Men's affairs were tolerated if they maintained respectability. Women had far less leeway. Infidelity could lead to severe consequences for women. Public image was everything in ancient Rome. Maintaining a good reputation was paramount. People went to great lengths to keep scandalous behaviors under wraps. Out of sight, out of mind applied to Roman sexuality.